Welcome back to the channel. It's blasted out back again with another video. This video is going to be about nihilism, male loneliness, feminism, sort of women and stuff like this as well. The main takeaway, really, the TLDR of this video is that we're all slaves, right? And the way that you convince the slaves that they're not slaves is by putting them against each other and making them blame each other for the reason that everything's went wrong. That's what you do. We know this. We've known this since the Roman times. This is how you divide a population against each other in order to exploit them all in one place. Okay? But people don't realize that, and they get wrapped up, even if they know it, like, objectively. If they know it in their heart that that's how it works, then, you know, even so, they'll still fucking fall for it, right? They'll still fall for the ideas of idiots. Oh, it's women, it's the feminists, it's the fucking... I mean, everybody's screwed. Do we not fucking get that yet? Do we not understand this yet? Everybody is screwed. Everybody. We're all enslaved right now. We're all struggling to make ends meet, unless you're in a lucky position like me right now, to be on government benefits to look after myself, right? If you have to work for a living, if you have to work 12 hours a day at your crap job in order to keep a roof over your head, I mean, shit, you're a slave. That's the meat and potatoes of it, really. And all these ideas about this and that and feminism and this and that, it's all a scam. It's all divide and conquer, divide et impera, right? All of it. Never trust or listen to anybody who wants to blame specific groups of your own inmates in this prison as to the reason why things are fucked up. Never ever trust anybody who says that. Never trust anybody who wants to blame their fellow inmates for the problems of this shitty fucking planet we live on. Because they have an agenda behind what they're doing. Okay? What they're saying has purpose. They wouldn't be getting away with it if they were saying the truth. Understand this. You know, if you've got some guy on a platform on YouTube or on some other thingy, and he's talking about how you know, this group or that group are controlling things and these people are doing it, then there's a high likelihood that, number one, the people he's mentioning don't actually control things, and if they do control things, then they're allowing him to say these things because he's on a payroll. And he'll never say anything that's truly incriminating. He'll never say specific names. He'll never call out specific people and say, this guy runs this bank, this guy runs this, you know, military industrial fucking plant. You know, this is where he lives, this is his family. He'll never say these things. Never. They'll always be vague. They'll always say, it's these guys are doing it, these fucking guys. And you know, am I saying that some of the time, you know, there isn't some overlap with what they're saying and that is sort of true? There's some weird connection or coincidence that it is always, you know, a specific group of people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they will blame large groups of people for the problems of the world. Specific groups of people, because it's easy to divide people against each other that way, you know. I mean, you know, as much as I don't believe in Jesus and I don't believe in the Bible or whatever, calling the people who really control the world Satanists actually does kind of work. Because if you think about what a Satanist is, a Satanist is someone who goes against the natural order of things, because the natural order of things was created by God, and therefore everything that is created by God is antithesis to Satanism, and therefore up is down, left is right in the Satanist mind. So all the crazy stuff that you see happening, all this sort of mental confusion, nobody knows what the world's really about, nobody knows what's going on, all this sort of stuff, it is created by a group of people who want you to think up is down and left is right. So calling them Satanists isn't actually that bad of a term. I mean, obviously, the connotations of it is that it's tied to religion, that it's tied to Christianity, Islam, right? Shaitan, right? But it is an accurate representation of it. Anyway, where am I going with this conversation? Let me think. I think I was speaking about nihilism or male loneliness or something. But I mean, you know, this is all part of it, dude. This is all part of the reason why it's happening, is they want it to happen this way. If you have a group of disenfranchised young men, they're going to be violent, they're going to cause problems. Eventually there's going to be major violence, which just gives them more of an excuse to crack down on people's freedom, especially in places like the United States. But I mean, you know, you guys know all this anyway. You wouldn't be on this channel if you didn't know this sort of shit. This is all pretty common understanding at this point. You just got to try to find things that you enjoy doing, because that's all you really have at this point. You don't have much else, do you? Shit. Oh. Was that rare the car? Green one. Anyway, I don't have much else to say on this topic, other than, you know, we're all enslaved, we're all being taken advantage of, and we're all being put against each other for reasons that I can't really speak about on this channel. Even though I'm anonymous, I cannot speak about it, because they'll be able to find me and they'll shut down the channel. I could even get a criminal record in this country for speaking about certain things, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is, right? That's the way the cookie crumbles in this fucking island. So yeah, as far as everything else goes, you know, just keep doing what you're doing if you can. If you're a NEET, then you're a NEET. If you're working, then you're working. You've got your reasons for doing both. I'm not going to criticize you. I'm not going to say that you should be doing this or that. I'm not going to say anything about that. That's not my style, right? We've all got our reasons for doing what we need to do. But just always remember, no matter what you're doing, we're all living this same civilization. We're all on the side of the same civilization. And we're in the winter of civilization, which means we're all going to experience problems. To different degrees, yeah, of course. Depending on where you start off, you'll be better or worse by the end of it, but, you know. Shit. We're all experiencing issues because of we're in the winter of civilization. And it's, some people say it's natural, that this is what naturally happens with civilizations. They rise and fall. They have a spring, summer, autumn, winter cycle. I'm of the opinion that that there is a group of people who are notorious for basically destroying civilizations once they get too big, on purpose. Although maybe not on purpose. I think a lot of it stems from their mental issues. It stems from their sort of narcissism and you know, paranoia. I don't think it's always intentional. But they obviously have a code to go by. They obviously have their view of the world that they want at the end of the days, you know, where they become above the rest of us. And obviously I can't say who they are or whatever, right? I'm sure you can guess. But you know, even then, what I'm doing is just what I've said, is putting one group against another. I'm not saying that every single one of them is like this. Of course not, right? Of course not. That would be impossible. Number one, that would just wouldn't be rational to think so. Number two, you know, people are different, no matter who you speak to. However, there are trends. That's what you have to look out for, is the trends. Not allowed through there. So, yeah. Without further ado, I think I will end this video. I hope I've answered some questions you might have been having about that particular topic. Maybe I've just confirmed things you've already been thinking about. That's probably the more likely case. I'm not talking about anything that's particularly profound, right? But yeah, honestly guys, you know, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. All this like gender wars fucking bullshit, don't pay attention to it, right? Men and women are made for each other. That's why a woman's vagina is, you know, a cylindrical object going inwards, and a male penis is a cylindrical object going outwards. We're made for each other like a jigsaw. That's how the good Lord made us, right? Or whatever you believe, but that's how we exist. So we're not against each other. All this fucking bullshit about men versus women. You see these videos on YouTube that are like, feminist gets owned, or like, you know, stupid whore fucking bitch, you know, gets owned by Andrew Tate or whoever. This is all content, this is all rage porn, this is all like rage. Oh, I fucking hate women. I fucking hate women. It's all rage, it's all rage bait. It's all, and you get these videos of men are so stupid, ha ha, on TikTok, you know, men are fucking pathetic, ha ha. It's all just rage and disappointment porn, and like, you know, everybody's against each other porn, basically. Do not waste your brain cells and your precious life force watching these fucking types of videos. Anyway, bye for now.